I'm John Fighter and I love what I do. But like many of you, I yearn for financial freedom. So I am on a journey to build multiple income streams to reach this very goal. Welcome to Entrepreneur Nurse. So what does building multiple income streams mean? Simply put, I'm going to try out some side hustles. The hope is to find a side hustle that's both fun and it makes money. So today I attempt my very first side hustle, and that is refinishing furniture. So anyway, our story starts at community aid. I bought these 2 coffee tables and 1 end table. The one coffee table cost $40, the other coffee table cost $30, and finally this end table cost a whopping $15. So the first step is I cleaned the furnitures with a multi-surface cleaner. Unfortunately, I neglected to record that scene. Actually, I'm pretty sure I did. However, I don't know where it is now. Next, with my trusty orbital sander. This is one of the tools I mentioned before that I already owned because of the renovations I've done before. The goal here is just to scuff up the surface to allow for the primer to stick to it better. I did more than just scuffing the surface of this drawer for this end table. You see, the plan is to stain this, so I had to remove all that old finish. You actually saw a glimpse of that in the introduction of this video. Try and learn more about stripping the old finish, I went ahead and put a stripper on top of it. If the next furniture I work with has a lot of nooks and crannies that I have to strip, I think I'll go ahead and go straight for this right from the get-go. But I still wasn't satisfied. I wanted to try one more unique way of trying to remove the old finish. And this is a baking soda blaster. As you can see, it had very limited success. I wasn't very happy with it. I think my mistake here was using actual baking soda instead of the one designed for this. I didn't want to cough up $50 for the bag of this material. And online it said you can use regular baking soda. Maybe that was the mistake here. Perhaps I'll try it again next time. Maybe. I need to get a detail sander or a mouse sander, I think is the other name for it. Because as shown in the photos, these would have done a lot better job at trying to get to those corners and tight spaces than trying to do everything by hand, which is very, very labor intensive. I'm all about working smarter, not harder. Next, I wipe down the furniture quite thoroughly to get ready for the priming process. Next, we're off to priming. I use this shellac-based primer by Zinsser. I heard a lot of great reviews about it. Like with the sanding, those darn nooks and crannies came into play again. Those freaking nooks and crannies. Obviously, the roller just couldn't get to them. I was prepared though, sort of. I bought 2 of these spray version cans because I knew I was going to need them to get to those nooks and crannies. Problem is, they're a heck of a lot more expensive. So, after running out of those canned spray cans, I gave up and went ahead and just put the shellac paint into my spray gun and went to town. I should have done this right from the get-go. The main reason I didn't is because I felt cleaning it was going to be complicated. Luckily, I found this YouTube video about properly cleaning shellac paints. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It was still kind of annoying. However, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Doing it really allowed me to get to know my spray gun very well. Once the primer has dried, next I used my trusty air compressor to blow off the dust. Then I cleaned, and cleaned some more, and cleaned some more to get this sucker ready for painting it. Can you hear my frustration growing? Yeah, I think it was the whole priming fiasco that really got to me. But the fun part is next, and that's painting it. I want to do a special shout out to DIY Wife, link below. I got a lot of the ideas from them, even the process and the paint color, which is Sherwin-Williams Shade Grown. I thought it was Shade Gown. The lady at the counter at Sherwin-Williams didn't know what the heck I was talking about. It's actually Shade Grown. So now we paint. Again, this is the fun part. It's always a good idea to spray paint upside down first, get the hang of it, and then you turn it right side up and spray paint the top. And now for the last step, and that's to put a top coat on it. This is the poly I used. It's water-based and it worked great. And let's not forget about the drawer. This is the poly and stain combo that I used to stain it and to protect it as well. And it turned out really, really nice. I'm all about giving credit when credit is due, and so I wanted to thank Home and Kitchen for teaching me how to clean copper. The link to their video is below. You see the metal on the glass of this coffee table is copper, and it needed a good scrubbing. It was also very labor intensive. I don't think I'd want to do it again, but I gotta say it was worth it. So let's put it all together. Here are the before shots of what the furnitures look like, the two coffee tables and end table. And drum roll, please.